Just like you, I'm an impatient person, and I easily get frustrated when I don't see results. We live in a fast-paced modern world, so we expect fast-paced modern results. But that's just not the case. Patience and persistence is an extremely undervalued trait, and a man who's patient and willing to put in the work is the one who succeeds. Because you know deep down that the rewards don't lie like just ahead of you. You know that you need to put in the time and effort to eventually work your way towards the goals. But yet, in your everyday life, you don't show this. You get easily angry and you end up giving up on your tasks just because you're not seeing instant results. And you may think that your impatience is insignificant and you're working on other factors such as sleep and discipline. And although these are extremely important, impatience is kind of like the thing that no one thinks about but has more impact than you would think, because it's the one that's holding you back from achieving big things. Don't believe me? When was the last time that you said you'd do a hobby or an achievement but you quit because you couldn't see results? For example, my friend, he said he'd start going to the gym, but after a couple of days he said he couldn't see results, and that's just so stupid. Imagine going to the gym for a couple of days and saying you can't see results. And you're probably all laughing at that, but it's the same for when you wanted to do a YouTube channel, but after 10 videos you didn't see any growth. But I uploaded 10 whole videos. That's like an hour's, 2 hours worth of content. Well, the thing is, you're being impatient, because what kind of YouTuber blows up after 10 videos unless you're like one of those star prodigies that somehow make a new channel and monetize it in 28 days. We're not that. We probably have to upload hundreds of videos before we actually make progress. But you're impatient. You don't want to put in the work and time, because who does want to wait? Let's be honest. Waiting is hard because it's like walking blindly towards something. You know the goal is somewhere there, but you don't exactly know when, and people are too scared to walk that route. But the thing is, Musashi Miyamoto says, a river cuts through rock, not because of its power, because of its persistence. We need to be more like this river. We need to just be free, flow, and keep flowing down this path. But because by its persistence, by its consistency and patience, it will eventually get to the path. It will break down this rock, because not of its power, but of its consistency. And I know it's hard. I know I'm saying all this, and it sounds like I'm saying that it's easy to just ignore this and be patient, but it's not. When I make videos and I check YouTube studios and they've only got 60 views, when I want them to have thousands of views, when I genuinely think that my content is worthy to be shown to thousands of people, but it only has 60 views, I know that's disheartening. I know, why can't I get my 10,000 views now? But the thing is, you have to look at the bigger picture, because in the end, you're not looking short term. You're going to look at the whole journey that you want to take, and the impact that this is having is tiny. And of course it's disheartening, but the reason for this is that you're not thinking in the long term, but there's also something deeper. If you really think about why you're having this impatient feeling, it's that either you don't actually want what you're going for that bad, or you haven't learned to look at the bigger picture. I'll use YouTube as an example. I get sad, as I said, when I get 60 views. Why can't I get to 10,000? But the thing is, you're comparing yourself to unreasonable things. Because if you look at like a month ago, this is just concrete proof of this. I said that I'm grateful for 5 subscribers, and I'll be happy if we get to, I think it was like 20 by the end of the month. And by the end of that month, we had like nearly 500. So obviously that's astronomical. I would have never imagined being able to get this far. But the thing is, once you actually experience some success, we're greedy. We disregard patience and the need to keep being consistent. And then we get too hooked on these short-term results. It's basically a form of drugs. It's self-pleasurable. We're telling ourselves that, oh, look at this, now we need to do better. And of course that's a good mindset to have, but by obsessing over this and thinking that we need to get the results quickly and not the process and the consistency, which we know is the important thing, is detrimental. And I know this video might be unsatisfying for some, but with enough time and effort, the results will come. It's unsatisfying, as I said, but in Korea there's a saying that unless you put in the minimum amount of work, time and effort, you're not going to actually get the results. So I know how hard it is, but just try and look at the bigger picture and really ask yourself, this is something you want that bad, surely you'll be willing to put in some time and effort for it.